Granola's bewildering requests and how Meghan's spell will change Harry forever. Greetings and a gracious welcome to the World of Royal Staff's channel. In the year he tied the knot, some members of Prince Harry's closest circle finally came to a realization. It was during the annual carol concert held by the Van Straubenzee family at the St. Luke's Chapel in Chelsea in December 2018 when Harry delivered a solemn sermon about period poverty instead of the festive reading everyone was expecting. While the significance of the issue was not in question, it was jarring for the church's aristocratic audience. But what made the biggest impact was that the message came from Harry, who had earned his reputation as the irreverent party prince, which caused the greatest astonishment. 6 months after his wedding to Meghan Markle, Harry was a changed man. Today, his once close friends hardly recognize the figure they see interviewed so frequently on screen. His woke homilies about the shortcomings of the royal family, his personal journey of grief and healing, and his hatred of the media in the Netflix documentary, Harry Meghan, and his autobiography, Spare, bear little resemblance to the hedonistic charmer they once knew. According to his friends who spoke with the Mail on Sunday, the signs of a personal transformation were evident in the earliest days of the couple's relationship. It all started with Granola. We first noticed a proper change when he came down to the breakfast buffet during a shooting weekend and started squirreling away bowls of granola to take upstairs to his bedroom, one source said. We asked why he wasn't tucking into the bacon and eggs with the rest of us. He said something about having been doing yoga at dawn with Meghan and they wanted breakfast together alone in their bedroom. A telling moment came during a dinner party in London in the early days of their relationship. Friends told how Meghan went berserk because she was not seated next to Harry, despite the British custom that dictates couples should sit apart. Harry is said to have simply shrugged off her behaviour, much to his friends' chagrin. According to one source, Meghan caused quite a commotion. She had expected to sit next to Harry and was offended when she discovered that she wasn't. We looked to Harry for an explanation, the source continued, and he just said, "I know, but she's so hot." It's hard to believe that the same people who were trying to paint William as a snob for referring to the ILBW as this girl are now defending Harry's entitled, sexist, and misogynistic behavior. He even allowed the ILBW to bully female staffers out of their jobs, despite claiming to be a feminist. At a casual dinner party hosted by Jack Mann, a polo-playing friend of Harry's and an usher at their wedding, Meghan treated the event as if it were a Hollywood networking opportunity. Jack was surprised to receive a list of demands from Meghan beforehand, asking about the designers the women would be wearing and the seating arrangements. Jack was so taken aback that he didn't respond. When he didn't reply, Meghan sent another email inquiring about the names of the wives and girlfriends who would be attending. This wasn't a networking dinner for movie executives in the Hollywood Hills with George Clooney, the source said. It was wine and food with friends. Jack eventually decided not to respond, but the couple still showed up. However, Meghan left before the dinner started and seemed unhappy. By the time they attended the Van Straubenzee's carol service together that Christmas, the transformation was complete. Meghan's behavior had completely changed from the laid-back actress that everyone knew and loved to a demanding and entitled princess. According to former friends of Prince Harry, his recent speech about period poverty was so unexpected that they doubt he wrote it himself. It's a noble cause, and clearly one he learned about from Meghan, said one former friend who attended the event. But this carol service was not the time or place. He knew full well that the congregation was made up of old toffs who would be squirming in their seats. Harry had just decided to become an activist at the time, having had his eyes opened by Meghan. It didn't seem like he had written the entirety of what he was reading. Interestingly, most of the friends who attended that evening are no longer in touch with Harry. And in the recent Netflix documentary that revealed the couple's truth, none of his friends appeared. It's been reported that Harry has even cut off Violet von Westenholz, the mutual friend who introduced him to Meghan. She wasn't mentioned in the documentary, and a photo of Meghan and Violet together, the one that prompted Harry to ask Violet to set him up on a date, had her face cropped out. The source also said, Harry literally and figuratively cropped Violet out of his life because of a silly tiff with Meghan. This has left Harry's former friends bewildered, as they remember him as a colorful and different man than what's portrayed in the documentary and book. The book revealed some sensational details about Harry's past, including his drug use as a teenager, taking cocaine, smoking cannabis, and using magic mushrooms in the home of Friends actress Courtney Cox, which caused him to hallucinate that a bathroom bin was talking to him. But even these stories are a carefully curated version of the truth. If this really was an exercise in clearing his conscience, Harry could have owned up to much more, said one acquaintance. Yes, it was more than we have ever read about a senior royal before, but there was so much more he could have said. The world has been fascinated by Prince Harry and his journey from a rebellious youth to a mature adult who is married with children. The recent release of his memoir has created a lot of buzz and speculation about what he might reveal. While the book does touch upon his wild past, it has left out some of the more notorious moments. One such moment was his trip to Las Vegas in 2012. Where he was photographed playing strip billiards after an all-day drinking session. The book does describe this trip in detail, but it fails to mention the free suite that Harry received from a generous hotelier. According to sources close to the prince, there were many other hedonistic trips to Vegas that were omitted from the book. Harry has always been known for his rebellious streak and his willingness to go against the norm. He was not afraid to say things that might cause offense or behave in a way that was unconventional. At formal dinners, for example, he would often make in-jokes and rearrange expensive table decorations to make it look like the animals were mating. While Harry has changed since marrying Meghan Markle and becoming a father, there are still those who believe that his old self is not too far beneath the surface. Some suggest that he has some shred of remorse for his past actions and that he considered abandoning the book project after advice from his family. Despite the controversy surrounding Harry's past, he has become a role model for many people around the world. He has used his platform to raise awareness about mental health and has been a champion for causes such as veterans' welfare and the environment. Harry's journey is a reminder that even the most rebellious and wild youths can grow up to be responsible and compassionate adults. While his past may have been checkered with debauchery and controversy, he has shown that it is possible to change and become a better person. As for how Meghan sees it, that is another matter. However, it is clear that Harry's memoir has created a lot of interest and curiosity among the public. With his candor and willingness to share his story, Harry has once again shown that he is not afraid to go against convention and speak his truth. Overall, Prince Harry's journey has been a fascinating one, from his wild and rebellious youth to his current role as a responsible and compassionate adult. While his past may have been controversial, it is clear that he has grown and evolved over the years. His memoir may have left out some of the more notorious moments of his past, but it is still a powerful reminder that even the most rebellious youths can change and become better people. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, informative, or entertaining, and share it with your friends. See you in the next one.